We've previously made a video about a guide on how to get started with Thetan Arena. It's a nice little guide where the link is in the description and in the YouTube card if you want to watch the video. Just saying. Anyway, one of the modes in Thetan Arena is the Battle Royale mode. This mode can be played solo or duo, which is self-explanatory, where solo is just you against other players. The duo part can be you with a friend or with some random player online. The Battle Royale mode is pretty much the same as the other games. It is a last man standing or last team standing for duo. Your objective is to outlast all of the other opponents. You don't even need to worry about killing the enemies as long as you make it to the end. Not to worry, because here at the Game Mag we'll be giving out some tips and tricks on how you can get better or how you can play the Battle Royale mode. Number 1. Choosing your hero. It all starts with the hero that you choose. Just to refresh your minds, the assassin has high speed and attack but low HP, the marksman is well balanced, and the tank has high HP but slow speed. The beauty of this game is that you might not know what to expect from the other players. You could be playing a tank and get overwhelmed by the other players. It's all a gamble, but the heroes have this rock, paper, scissors mechanic. Your tank hero could be winning matches and getting annihilated in the next one. Choose a hero that you feel that you're good with, which can raise your chances of winning. This added tip is for the duo mode. If you're playing with someone you know, you can coordinate with each other. One of you should play one role so you have a higher chance of winning. The unfortunate thing is, if you queue on your own duo, you wouldn't know what hero your partner is using, so you might end up with the same role or even the same hero. Number 2. Selecting your skills. When selecting your hero, you can also select your skills. This is where it becomes a nice puzzle because you can take advantage of the skill that your hero has. Remember, each hero has their own unique skill while they can equip 2 others. Depending on your role, you can synergize the skills that your hero can have. Let's say you're using a tank. Try to have damaging skills, since your hero is already thick, bulky and tough. You could also go the opposite route by making your tank a bit tougher. Have healing and shield skills to make it even more durable. Going for the duo advice, when playing with someone you know, you too can coordinate again. Have one play tank and have shielding and healing skills, while the other player can play assassin or marksman armed with skills that deal tremendous damage, killing every opponent in sight. Okay, that sounds a bit extreme, but coordinating your heroes and skill in duo can give you a higher chance of winning. It can also be a good strategy to have the same skills if you can make it work. Number 3. Leveling and buffing up first. When playing Battle Royale mode, you don't level up normally, since if you get killed, it's over. You go back to the menu. Basically, killing the other players isn't ideal at the moment, so you have to level up. Leveling up can be done by destroying those gift boxes. The gift boxes contain EXP and other items like healing and buffs. You won't consume the healing items when your HP is full. The EXP is important because you need to level up first. The purpose for this is because the skills will be locked when your level is low. When you're level 1, you can only learn one skill. That's why you need to level up fast, so that the higher your level becomes, the more skills you can unlock. You might even be overwhelmed that the other players are already leveled up to a point where they are decimating you. The buffs will be helpful as well, and here's a nice trick. If you see an enemy coming towards you, try and destroy one of those gift boxes to get a buff and you can take them out. This tip can apply to both solo and duo. If you are playing duo, then be sure you and your partner are close together so that you can soak in that EXP. Number 4. Hide and survive. One good strategy that you can do is to just hide from everyone else. The objective here is to survive, so engaging the other players isn't necessary unless they're the ones that find you. Take a look at the map and do the previous tips like leveling up. Even though you have no intention of fighting, just soak in some EXP and hide. There's even a skill called hide in the game, so you can use that when it is available. Pay attention to the part where the map shrinks. You can stay on the corner until the map starts to shrink so that you can avoid battles and avoid getting eliminated in the process. You can also see on the map the icon where the giant gift will appear. Try to stay away from that, because most players will gather there and you might get caught in the crossfire. You would argue that this really isn't such a fun way to play, but it can be very effective. Let the other players duke it out and wait for your time to strike. Just hope that the other players won't find you and start blasting. Number 5. Using the borders of the map. We mentioned in number 4 where the area shrinks. This is common for Battle Royale games because if players did number 4, then the game won't end since everybody is just hiding.
Okay.
Like a coward, the area will shrink to a point where you can't hide, and the remaining players are forced to take each other out. That being said, you can take advantage of this mechanic. There are skills in the game where they do more than just damage. They can slow down enemy players' movement speed or make them stand in place. What you do is that you wait for players that are near the borders where the map will shrink. Once the area shrinks, you can use your skills to slow them down, wherein they will get caught in the shrinking area and get stuck outside where they'll be eliminated. This one is a bit hard to pull off, but if you do, you can eliminate players with little effort. This can be pulled off when playing in duo when you and your partner coordinate your skills. Even better, double the slow and the enemies won't have a chance. Number 6. Additional duo tips. These tips are for duo mode only. As we stated earlier, you and your partner should be leveling up early on. Stick close together so that you can soak in EXP and buffs together. There's another purpose for sticking close, because if you did strategize and have 2 different roles, then it becomes something like a MOBA game. Have the tank stay at the front and the other player doing the damage behind the shield or whatever defensive mechanism you might have. The only problem here is if you get caught in a pincer attack where your team is attacking one team on the front and another team is attacking you from the back. Sticking close also gives you the chance to revive your partner or get revived in the process. This gives you a chance to stay longer in battle where you can keep each other alive. That's why one of you should have the healing turret skill where you can recover after a skirmish. Number 7. Research and investment. Thetan Arena is brand new, so there might not be a lot of guides, but players are very smart. You can find a lot of guides about skill combinations and how you can be effective in the Battle Royale mode. Knowing how the meta works is crucial, but whether you can execute them is a different story. It still boils down to a bit of investment when you want to unlock and buy some good heroes. You can use the free ones, but spending a little money wouldn't hurt if you really want to raise your chances of winning the Battle Royale mode with better heroes than you can get. There you have it, a nice set of tips and tricks that you can use when you want to improve your chances of winning with Thetan Arena's Battle Royale mode. If you want more content like this, stay tuned for more, so hit that subscribe button and click the bell. In the meantime, check out some of these other videos that you can find only on the Game Mag.